see a squad from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Golden Bears will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the SMU Mustangs offense will go to work first. And it's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him, but David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week, you can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
Off the play fake. Grab near the sticks. It's Maryland. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Mustangs moving quickly to the line. Last season, Kevin Jennings took over as the SMU quarterback, and they went 11-1 before stumbling in the ACC championship game and in the college football playoff. What does he need? Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And the Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Pulls it in, it's Maryland. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Barely 2 minutes into the game, and they're already in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Knight. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle, it's Knight. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
So Cal's offense has the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Golden Bears decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Mustangs will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Mustangs send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct...
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Looking for a crease. It's Harden. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Mustangs are threatening in the red zone. Motion from the wideout. On the move. Short gain on the play before he slides. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Maryland. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Under fire. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet, 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Creates a little room. Turning it on. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with the 1st down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there. As a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Tries to do it himself on the draw.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of the game.
That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. First play of the period, 1st down here. With the catch, it's James. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Johnson. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. 4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Brown wants to pass. Touchdown, Golden Bears! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play together and got in the end zone.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Can't get him to the ground. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground. He gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
Off play action. He's taking the shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete. But if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Caught over the middle. It's Hudson. And he'll have to check his feelings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
On the move, it's Harden. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Mustangs in the hurry-up. Fresh off its best season since the Pony Express era, Rhett Lashlee really had SM. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Mustangs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Firing to the right, complete. And into the end zone. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
And the Mustangs trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So a drive there of 85 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. He'll try the left side. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Got it behind the line. It's Marshall. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Brown will throw it. Makes the catch. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Golden Bears come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Gets it out fast. A quick tackle made, but he's got Brady for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the keep?
Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cal!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Out of the end zone. And the returner will be brought down. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Pulls and fires complete. Ripping ripping through the defense. Right down the gut of the field. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, SMU.
And how nice. Have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he's going to try to return this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you've got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Trying to escape and get it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Golden Bears want to pick up the tempo. Brown wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Sweet throw and catch along the sideline is enough for the first down.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half, when you got to have it. Execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And holding on to a first half lead, this offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to the locker room. No tricks here. Looks as if they'll just run it out and take that lead into halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley.
The Mustangs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Cal Gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
The quick out. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Catch in the middle, it's Morris. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders.
Breaks into the open. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Golden Bears have it with a 1st and goal. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Zings it complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Into the end zone. Fires into traffic. Picked off.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass. And that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Finds a little space. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. And the Mustangs want to move quickly. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Makes the grab, it's Harden. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 35, he's loose. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
They'll run play action. It's complete to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield, it's Knight. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Caught in the backfield, it's Hudson. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. The play action fake. Got it in the middle, it's Knight. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Power ahead. And he is stopped. Not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Mustangs.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Brown will throw it. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. This offense has it with really good field position. Quick release on the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Now the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Pressure coming. Quick completion on the out route. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Send the tight end in motion. Needs it to keep this drive alive. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. The Mustangs want to crank the tempo. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Let's it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, SMU.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
SMU 42, Cal 21.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Brown wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks, but man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Across the 30, out to the 33, and gains 4 on the play.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manager.
He lets it fly. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Scrambling away. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Golden Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Golden Bears will try to pick it up on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He wants it all. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built.
Touchdown, Cal! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They took it right down to the wire. Final game of the season, but they are now bowl